So just to give you some use cases, I'm sure you have thought of some already as we're going through the process here, but just to kind of give you an idea of what predictive planning could be used for. In our first use case here, I'm going to just show you some seasonality, way you can, if your prediction is way too high or way below, how we can paste that and easily resolve some of those overestimating issues. So if we're taking a look here, you can see our product is computer mice for our sales accounts for the different regions. And if we enable predictive planning, we're going to see the pane below again, and we're going to see that our budget prediction is way above our prediction. It's projecting a 32% growth rate, and the prediction is predicting only about a 4%. So let's try and resolve that here. So again, the East is above, and then we can also see that for the UK, it's also well above. So maybe we want to just alleviate all the over-predicting or predicting overgrowth and for all regions. So we can easily do that with a couple clicks of the mouse. We can go into our paste prediction option, and we're going to copy our prediction into our budget working. We're going to do it for our entire prediction range, so for all 12 months, and we're going to do it for all members on our form, since we seem to be over-projecting on each region. And once we hit paste, we're going to see that now our UK, our prediction and our budget comparison is predicting a 0% growth rate. And based on our seasonality, that seems accurate now. So just an easy way that you can copy and paste the prediction for seasonality to incorporate seasonality into your budget working scenario. Another use case could be used for, say, a driver-based planning. Just set up this use case. In this scenario, our driver is going to be our gross margin. So if we input our sales for our budget working scenario, we're then going to use our gross margin as our driver to then get us to our cost of goods sold. So in this case, we have not even seeded our budget working scenario at all with any data. So we're just going to populate that with our prediction. So you can still use this paste prediction even though you don't have existing data there. So we're going to copy our prediction into our budget working for all our months and all our members on the forum. So we're going to paste that, and sure enough, data is then populated for us, an easy way to seed your budget scenario. And let's save this data. The next in this use case would be to then predict our gross margin for each of our products. Once we can estimate what our gross margin is, we're going to then click save, and there's going to be a business rule running in the background. Like I said before, that's going to predict or calculate our cost of goods sold. So you can see on the left-hand side is our gross margin. We're going to predict that. And then on the rest of the columns is our cost of goods sold. So once we input our gross margin here, you can see down below that our cost of goods sold is populating after save with a business rule that runs on save. So a nice, quick, easy way to illustrate some driver-based planning and how you could easily use predictive planning within that process. And then if you had a cost of goods sold budget form that you could then massage your data even more if you really wanted to. But just want to point out down below that your prediction and your budget comparison are lining up right now based on the methodology that we've just used. So just something to point out, another way that you can incorporate predictive planning into your process.